Hello everyone. Sorry, my name is Pompatra, and today I'm talking about important concept of general studies. Actually, this is all about me. You can see this is all about me. I am a faculty of general studies, and I have been teaching from last 5 years to those are preparing for civil service. If you are really interested in GS, even if you are not interested, I will develop your interest in your general studies. See guys, general studies, we all know general studies is a vast topic, but if you want to tackle the general studies, you need proper strategy, proper revision, proper conceptual understanding of each and every topic you need to understand. Without understanding in depth, I say in depth of NCERT, you cannot even excel in general studies. So why do you really need to study the NCERT, and what is the best way that we can study NCERT? So first and foremost thing, that you imprint your mind that while you are studying the NCERT, before starting the chapter you should first reading the questions, so that whenever you reading or whenever you read the particular section of chapters, then the question will be imprinted in your mind, and you will give the more stress to the point while you are reading the particular chapter. So if you want to really excel, want to proper command in NCERT, you need to develop a proper strength. If you are, let's say, suppose I am taking an example. Let's take an example of polity. So if you read the first chapter of Amlaxigan, then that is first is the historical background of our Indian Constitution. So what in this you will find two sections. There was they divided the company rule till our independence, that is the development of our constitution, that is from 1773 to 1947. That is, they divided this period into two parts. One is East India Company rule, another is Crown rule. First part is from 1773 to 1858, and another part was 1858 to 1947. The first one is East India Company rule, and the second one is the Crown rule, that is British Crown rule. So while you are understanding these, let's say first part, that is the East India Company rule, then you will make a timeline. You will just make a straight line, and firstly you will write that this is 1773, then 78, then 77, 73, that is what? That is Regulating Act. Then the form in 1784, that is Pitt's India Act. Then Charter Act 1833, 1892, 1892. This way you can categorize all these things, so that it will be convenient while you are reading these chapters. Okay, so here one thing. So while you are reading history, you need a proper timeline. Without timeline, before I say you are starting any chapter, you just draw a timeline that where the chapters really stands at a particular point and where it ends at a particular point. See, so why we need a timeline? So that whenever you just keep your notes, then you will be, before going to the chapter, you will be an imprint, or you will be able to understand the timeline, so that it will be easy for you, so that you can easily compare those type of or those kind of things. That will be easy. Okay, so next thing,